Hey YouTube, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tan, and today we are going to talk about how to wrap your machines to keep them clean and maintain them clean so that you're not cross-contaminating. And we're going to go over a couple of extra steps you can take to make sure that your machine stays clean. Okay, so first off, let's start. I'm going to show you two different methods on how to wrap your machine. We're going to use medical tape or barrier film, and we're going to use saran wrap. Now let's start off with saran wrap. Saran wrap is by far the easiest, and you're about to see why it's the easiest. Simply open your roll, set your machine on, give it a nice tight pull, 1 or 2 wraps, take it apart, fold the axis over the machine. But we're not done yet, guys. We're not done yet. Get some tape. Any tape will suffice. Get a nice long piece, and you're gonna wrap it around where the grip ends and where the base begins, if that makes any sense. So right here. For me, it's gonna be right there, and I'm gonna wrap it all the way around while maintaining tension. And then this extra little bit, I'm gonna fold it into itself like that. I basically folded the tape into itself to create a nice little pull away flap for when I'm done tattooing. And we're gonna need 2 of these pieces of tape, one for the top and one for the grip. And you're saying, why for the grip? You're about to find out. So place it on as close as you can to from the grip to the I guess second piece of tape, pulling nice and tight as you're putting that tape on. Nice and tight, so get a nice stretch in there, and again fold the tape onto itself to create a nice little sticky free tab or pull away tab like that. And now I'm going to show you the magic part about doing these 2 tape things. You can easily spin your grip to adjust it, and look at that. Your machine stays protected, and now you can put on your napkins should you want to put them on. And apply your tape or sports tape or whatever you need to do to, you know, make your machine comfortable. And as far as this part goes, this part is easy. Get your needle, puncture it, like so. And now the machine stays protected. So that's one way of doing it. The next way, that's the easiest and cheapest method. The next method is a little more expensive because you have to buy barrier film. You're gonna need 2 sheets. One, put it over your grip, like so. Stretch and pull over the grip, like that, with enough tension, plenty of tension. Fold the sides into the machine like so, and fold the axis onto the grip, like so. Get your other end and pull nice and tight onto the machine, and fold it onto itself, like so. This is the part that we are trying to protect, because this grip, the grips regardless go into maticide, and you're gonna clean it with soap and water, then maticide, then you're gonna dip in maticide, and then you're gonna finally autoclave it. Okay. And now you can put on your paper towels and sports tape, whatever, if you wanna use sports tape and whatnot. Now our second piece of barrier film is for the top half of the machine. Nice and tight. Fold onto the machine. Don't lay the tape entirely. Create a nice little fold into the tape so that when you're done tattooing, you have a nice little fold to tear this tape away, so you're not struggling. And you just puncture this piece. And your machine is good to go. Now let's talk about the steps that you want to take to prevent cross-contamination. This is a neat little tray. I recommend this tray to everybody and anybody, because you don't want to grab your cartridges from this part of the grip or this part. You don't want to grab your cartridges from right here or right here. You don't want to touch these parts of the cartridge while you're tattooing, ever, 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 ever. So what this tray does is it'll help you keep your cartridges in order, so that you can easily grab them and put them onto your machine without cross-contaminating. See that? I'm gonna place it down. I'm gonna grab another one, put it onto the machine. Like that. And I'm never touching the tip of the machine, the tip of the cartridge. I'm never touching the cartridge that I should not be touching. Simple, right? Super simple. This is one method. This is one method. The cheaper method involves tape.
Nani?
Simply put the tape on, stick the tape to your table, give it a fold inwards, like so. Another fold onto itself, like so. Another fold on inwards, and another fold onto itself like that. Like that. Like that. And you now have 4 slots to keep your needles in. 1, 2, 3. Well, you can add as many slots as you need to add of tape in order to create this effect, or this desired effect. And now you can grab your needles, put them on your machines, and swap them out without having to touch the top part of the needle and cross-contaminate. You don't ever want to touch the top, ever. Like that. And now you're asking, well, why should I use the tape? Why can't I just put my cartridges down on the table when I'm tattooing? Let me show you why. Because I've seen this at shops, okay? The artist will be using a needle and he'll throw it, then he'll throw the next needle next to it, and then another next to it, and another next to it, and guess what? When he has to grab a needle, he's gonna grab it, right? Let's say he puts it down and he has to grab another one. He puts it down. Look at that. That needle just spun on itself. But let's say it would have landed, let's say this tape wouldn't be here, right? And let's say this needle would have landed close to this guy, right? Or something like that. Something like this scenario would have happened, where the tip of this needle touches the needle that you're not supposed to touch with dirty hands. Well, guess what? It just happened. See that? It just happened. Simply by picking up needles and just having them thrown around in places. You take it off, you throw it on the table, grab the next one, throw it on the table, grab the next one, throw it on the table, and so forth. The next one, and like so forth. And now you have this problem. And now you've dirtied the inside of your machine because you couldn't keep your needles separate. So these are 2 quick little ways on how to maintain the inside of your machine clean, and they're relatively cheap. This is literal paper tape. These things are like, I don't know, like 100 for like $6 on Amazon or anywhere. Yeah, that's it for this video, guys. If you guys like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you guys dislike the video, give me a thumbs down. And questions or comments about this, put it in the comments. And This is the DKLAB. Oh, this is the XNET FLUX. Look at that. That's what those flaps are for. They just make peeling this so much easier. This is the XNET FLUX. I have a review video on this machine. It'll pop up somewhere up here, and it'll be in the description. This is the DKLAB DKW1. I have a review for this machine, and it'll pop up right here or be somewhere in the description. And see what that tape does? It helps you pull that saran wrap off so that your machine stays nice and clean. See what I mean? Same for this part right here. Look at this. It's gonna help me pull that saran wrap off. The machine stays nice and clean. But that's, you essentially take it off in steps. Remove the first piece, remove the second piece. I would just grab it by the grip, you know what I mean? Because you're going to use a maticide wipe to wipe it down anyways, and the grip goes into the sterilization. What you don't want to grab is this part up, because this part up, you can't stick a battery in an autoclave, you know what I mean? But the grip, you most definitely can stick in the autoclave. This guy can go in the autoclave, no problem. Anyways, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you guys like it, and thank you for your time, and as always, peace.